Hey, that intro still gets you hyped at 1:15 in the morning, doesn't it? Hey, well, welcome into Football Friday. Thanks for staying up with us. Less than a week away now from the end of the regular season. I'm Adam Merrill.
And I'm Andre Johnson. And Adam, you're right. For some, right now is all about fighting into a playoff spot, while others already have a spot locked down. They just want to gain some momentum heading into that postseason. But for the two teams in our game of the week, they're fighting for a conference title. Eaton taking on Valley View in a battle of Southwestern Buckeye League giants. The Eagles undefeated on the season, but Valley View, they don't care. Early in the second, Brock Ebright looking over the middle, but he's picked off by a diving Micah Valenti. The Spartans trying to march toward their first points of the game. And hey, this will help. Caden Henson putting it on the top shelf for J.T. Ferguson, who goes up and makes a great catch for a big first down. Spoiler alert, Adam. This won't be the last time you see Valley View's big man.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But they might want to fix this. Henson scrambling right, and he's dragged down by the freshman Cordis Berard for the sack. So on 3rd and long, now Henson, he's got to take a shot. He's going to throw it up. J.T. Ferguson once again. Got him, coach, over 2 defenders. The Spartans take a 7-0 lead over the undefeated Eaton Eagles.
I don't know what that guy's doing.
That's what the kid says that means on his head. But Eaton, though, they would rally in the fourth quarter and come back to win this one 19-7 on their heads. One of the last undefeated teams left in the Miami Valley survives a late season scare.
Let's talk GWAC now. Centerville Elks hosting the Fairmont tonight. Right to the action. Now, scoreless in the first quarter. Firebirds with the ball. Quarterback Malik Hillen, keeper right up the gut, and he's now off. He's fast.
Oh, yeah.
Centerville gaining, but he's going to score 55 yards, stumbling into that end zone. Enjoy it, 7-0. Fairmont strikes first. Centerville now on offense. They're going to make their way down the field, the 2-yard line. They give it to their guy, Wakalongo, crosses the goal line for the touchdown. Elks tie this one up at 7. We got a game. Fairmont now with the pigskin. Halen, he's going to roll to his left. He's going to keep it. Breaks a couple of tackles. It's another foot race. This kid can run. He won't score there, but he's going to set up a 1st and goal. Now at the 4-yard line, handoff. Drew Baker. Tough run, tough kid, end zone. Touchdown Fairmont. They're going to take the lead. But it is Centerville. This one went back and forth all night tonight, Andre, but in the end, final 28-21.
Man.
Elks on top.
Now we go to Miamisburg. We picked this one up at the start of the second half after a great performance by the Vikings band. But in the third quarter, it would be Justin Berry and Jackson McGowan serenading the crowd over there at Highland Field. Berry looking toward his big play guy, Jackson. They connect. No one can bring the man down. That is an 80-yard pitch and catch from Miamisburg's dynamic duo. Springfield on upset alert as the Vikings take a 14-7 lead. But here comes Ramon Browder rumbling and bubbling for a hard-earned 11 yards and a first down. A few plays later, 3rd and long, Tayshawn Smoot rolling right, trying to buy time, looking for anybody, but he's going to get dragged down beyond the line. But one problem, a roughing the kicker penalty on the punt gave Springfield a second chance.
Don't want to do that.
You don't, because they're going to make the most out of it. There goes Smoot connecting with Anthony Brown, and AB picks up 15 yards in the first. So now let's go back to the big guy, Ramon Browder on the goal line, getting a great push from his friends on the offensive line into the end zone. That ties things up at 14 apiece, but after a 2-point conversion with 8 seconds left in the game, Miamisburg pulls off the upset of the year. Undefeated Springfield falls to the Vikings 22-21.
All right, let's talk Springboro here. We're going to Springboro and Wayne. Fans ready for this one. Let's go to Evan Russo, 14-yard gain. Nice tough run there, picks up the first. Later in that drive, Sam Feldman is going to look for his guy, his buddy, Mason Leach. 7-0. Look at that, in traffic, Springboro up early. Then Wayne, they're going to hand it off to Brian Kinley. He's going to keep it himself, He's going to take it 22 yards. The quarterback with a nice run. Later in the drive, Kinley, again, he's going to roll right. He's going to look for R.J. Mukes. He hauls it into traffic as well. 7-7.
His first college offer from Maryland, by the way.
Congratulations to him. And Feldman, he can run too. Look at that tough run. It's a big boy run right there. 9-yard pickup for a first. Springboro comes away with a field goal to make it 10-7. In the end, another close one. 28-24. The Wayne train rolls on. So let's take a look at that last game tonight from the GWAC. Both Northmont and Beaver Creek winless in conference games coming in tonight. No more. The Bolts, they get their first win and they win big, 40-0 over Beaver Creek tonight.
And guys, we were just talking about the GWAC, looking at all those close games. Now we've got to look at the standings. The Springfield Wildcats, they seemed unbeatable all year, 5-0 coming into this week. But then losing that game, now we're looking at the Centerville Elks, Springfield, and Wayne all tied at 5-1 thanks to number 4, Miamisburg, pulling off the big upset over the Wildcats. The Vikings, by the way, rising from 6th. They are the big risers this week, making the biggest jump, 2 spots up into 4th place. Then behind me, you see the Springboro Panthers at 3-3, hanging in there at number 5. Fairmont falling to 2-4, and then the Northmont Thunderbirds getting their first conference win of the year. They're at 1-5. Then you look all the way down at Beaver Creek, winless so far in conference. And guys, we still have one more week of this. And the biggest game next week, these two teams right here. Centerville, Wayne, one of the biggest rivalries in the Miami Valley. They square off in week 10, 5-1. This is going to have major GWAC implications and even bigger playoff implications. But first, let's get into some Miami Valley League action. Tipp City, the band, getting the party started at Fairborn Memorial Stadium. But Tipp, they're going to play the role of party crashers. On the first drive of the game, Cade Everhart powering into the end zone and giving his team a 7-0 lead. And that would be the theme of the first quarter. A few minutes later, back in the red zone and back to red-hot Cade Everhart. Another carry, another touchdown for Tipp's star running back. His team goes up 14-0. So we've seen some offense. What about special teams?
Uh-oh.
Very next possession, Adam. The Skyhawks just trying to punt it away, but the snap soars over the punter's head. That's a safety. So now run that Tipp leads to 16-0. To the second quarter we go. We've seen plenty of running. So now let's air that thing out. Liam Peronsky rolling left, dropping a dime to the gentle giant. Cole Kopic bringing that in over 2 defenders. It looks even better in slow motion.
Man, thrown against his body too. Great play.
That's talent. And Tipp, they extend that lead even further. They would go on to win huge, 45-3. And now, since we're sticking in the Miami Valley League, let's look at some scores. Troy, 24-13 over Greenville. Piqua, 49-14 over Butler. And Sidney hanging in there and getting the big win over Stebbins. Now, in a minute, I'm going to show you why that win is such a big deal. But first, let's start on this side of the Miami Valley League. The Piqua Indians still undefeated, 8-0. Tippecanoe right below them at 7-1. These two teams, by the way, playing last week. Piqua beat them 42-23. It was a very close game, one in which Tippecanoe told me that they feel like just being able to score 23 points against Piqua's opponents all season, they scored a combined 20. So Tippecanoe playing that way against the Indians showed them that they can compete with any team in the state. Now looking below them, you've got the Troy Trojans at 5-3, which isn't bad for a team in 3rd place in their conference. Then you've got the Butler Aviators and the Greenville Green Wave rounding out the top 5 on this side of the MVO. So now let's look at the other. I told you that Stebbins loss would be a big deal, and here's why. Stebbins, when tonight started, they were here. They were in 1st place in the Miami Valley League on their side, and after losing tonight, they fall all the way down to 3rd. Xenia, who was 1st last week before losing to Stebbins, now gets their number 1 spot back. And now looking at the Sidney Yellow Jackets, they're also 5-3 on the season. Those top 3 teams, that is a dangerous triplet that you may have to face in the playoffs. Either one of those teams can win any game on any given night. And then you look at the last 2, the Fairborn Skyhawks 0-8, the West Carrollton Pirates 0-8. But the beautiful thing about football, those 2 teams play next week, so somebody's got to win that game. Plenty of reasons to watch football in week 10 of the high school season, Adam.
All right, well, let's finish up week 9 here. Halftime of this one, Alter all over Carroll, 28-0 at home here. 3rd quarter action, Carroll wants to score, but Caden Cahill, but CJ Hicks won't let him take one more step. Big hit for Hicks there for the loss of the play. Next play, Carroll setting up a screen pass, but that ball intercepted by the big man. Some love for the big guys out there. Hey, Sean DuBois, he's even going to take it a few yards down. Nice return there.
We love big man plays over here at Dayton.
We love big guy plays. Good for him. All right, so Alter, they're going to take over here. Now Alter on offense. Gavin Connor's going to throw to who else? CJ Hicks, avoiding all the Carroll defenders. Going to find his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Alter adds more points, 35-0. Still in the 3rd, Connor's going to hand it off to CJ Hicks.
That guy's good.
He might have a future in football. Yeah. We're going to get another score here. Changes direction, breaks a tackle. He's off to the races. He's got speed. That's why he's going D1. CJ Hicks takes it all the way downfield for a touchdown for Alter. Alter's going to shut out Carroll tonight, 42-0 as the final.
And now we're going to end things on an amazing note with our play of the week, Hunter Reese.
Oh, I love this.
He is an inspiration for the Valley View Spartans. So before the game, they let him dress out, take a handoff from the 50-yard line, great blocking, better vision from Hunter, and he makes it all the way to the end zone. And then you gotta show us the moves, Hunter. Let us see it. Yes. What an awesome moment, Adam. The student section chanting his name. I'm pretty sure I saw some tears out there in the crowd.
He's got some attitude. I like that.
Hell yeah, he is a fun player. His teammates love him. You see him right there. A great gesture by the Spartans and a wonderful moment for Valley View overall that Hunter is never going to forget.
Well, and what a great way to end the show tonight, and a great way to send you off to bed, perhaps. Maybe stay up a little bit longer to soak in all of what we've shown you tonight.
It's late. Y'all, go to bed. Go to bed. Unless you want to rewatch this on our website, Dayton 24/7 Now.
That's right, or your Twitter page.
Yes, true.
All right. Have a good weekend.